Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
Edgar rejects Kate's affections, leading to a confrontation with her mother, Katrina. Their discussion shifts to Alessandra's past and the circumstances surrounding the Baron's death. Edgar suspects Katrina is hiding something, and she's primarily concerned with securing financial compensation from him after her husband's death. Edgar wasn't surprised with Katrina's reaction to her husband's killing. He was more keen on knowing what had happened to Alessandra's face. But what happened to Alessandra's face? What secrets is Katrina hiding about her past? And will Edgar grant Katrina's request for money, or does he have other plans in mind?
Katrina might not have loved Desmond, but couldn't she at least shed a tear when acting as if she cared? Wasn't her goal to act like a heartbroken wife to gain money and sympathy from others? Didn't Katrina know she had to at least look sad? I have to remain strong in front of my daughter, so she knows we will be fine in the future. My husband is dead, and I have to worry about the expenses that will soon hit us. Do not get the wrong impression of me. Katrina innocently smiled. To be frank, I never had a good impression of you. I know the kind of person you are. Edgar could see right through the persona Katrina showed to others. Katrina was more dangerous than Kate. Kate wore her emotions on her sleeve, and you knew the type of person she was. Katrina, on the other hand, was good at pretending. Desmond had been too blinded by his wife's beauty to notice how odd she was. I will not be compensating you for your husband's death, as I killed someone who committed crimes. Request an audience with the king if you are in need of money. He offers a small fund to families with no males. In regard to Alessandra, I will send gifts by tomorrow. Are we done? Asked Edgar. The Barrett house was still suffocating and unbearable. What kind of gifts will you send? Shouldn't we give you a list of things? Katrina preferred money, but the gifts could either be secretly sold or used to make others jealous. If she did the latter, others would want to be around the Barretts once again, as they would think they had a close relationship with Edgar. Alessandra will be the one to pick out the gifts, as she is the one to know you well, said Edgar. Whether they received a good or bad gift was completely up to Alessandra. I see. Have you eaten yet? We are preparing breakfast. Due to your marriage, we are family, and I hope we can spend some time together in the future. I wish to visit to make sure Alessandra is all right after losing a parent. Why are you laughing? Katrina asked as Edgar's laughter started to fill the small room. I did not say anything funny. Baroness, we are not in the theater. Drop the act as if you are a caring mother looking out for her child. You never cared for Alessandra, and it infuriates me to hear you acting like you do because she is now a duchess. Edgar's laughter slowly disappeared as his facial expression changed from playful to serious. Listen closely to the words coming out of my mouth. First, I will not be stepping foot in your house after today unless I am coming to kill you. Run if you see me at your doors. Second, you will never step foot on my estate. I don't even want to see you loitering around my wife. She was a bother to you, your husband, and your daughter. She is no longer your problem, so leave her alone. Whatever Alessandra told you, she never had to tell me anything, Baroness. Do you see these two things right here? Edgar pointed at his eyes. They work really well. If these two things see you or your daughter within arm's length of my wife, I will kill you. You cannot kill me for wanting to speak to Alessandra. You would be thrown into a cell. Katrina confidently spoke, as she saw through what she interpreted to be a bluff. Fine. I will not go around Alessandra, but mark my words, she will be back. You will one day realize how terrible her reputation is. For a woman who once used to work in the... You sure love judging others' reputations. Edgar revealed the tiny bit of information he knew about Katrina's past.
Katrina's face paled, the carefully constructed facade crumbling. How much did Edgar know? Was this just a lucky guess, or had he truly uncovered her secret? And more importantly, what would he do with this information?
Hey, I'm Alessandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.
Edgar confronts Katrina after Desmond's death, seeing through her act of grieving widow. He accuses her of only caring about money and status, and forbids her from contacting Alessandra. He even reveals he knows about her past, leaving Katrina shaken and uncertain of what he'll do next. How much did Edgar know? Was this just a lucky guess, or had he truly uncovered her secret? And more importantly, what would he do with this information?
Don't bother trying to beg me not to say anything to others, Baroness. I have kept quiet about your secret from the moment I found out, as I am not one to care about those who work in the... We must all make a living somehow. However, you should tread lightly when it comes to Alessandra in the future. Understood?
Yes, Katrina quickly replied. She was certain she cleaned up all loose ends connecting her to once working. It wasn't like she actually worked with men for money. She only worked there as a maid and ran away before she could be given customers. It was unfortunate no one would believe she did not have customers.
You and I will be best friends when it comes to keeping Kate away from my wife, won't we? Now that we have an understanding, I will go to Alessandra's room to collect the things she left here. When I leave, you will properly inform your daughter to stay away from us. Had I known this was all it took to make you quiet, I would have mentioned your past sooner.
Edgar stood up, dusting off tiny objects that stuck to his clothes from the chair he sat in.
Filthy. Alfred would pass out, he muttered.
I can lead the way to Alessandra's room. Katrina stood up from her seat. She was concerned Edgar would not honor his words and tell the entire town of her past. Unfortunately, he was not a simple person she could get rid of. She would need to team up with someone who also wanted Edgar gone.
Care for a drink, Duke? So you can poison me?
Edgar bluntly replied.
Save it for someone else.
I would be foolish to try poisoning you. Katrina frowned as Edgar walked ahead of her. There was still the bottle of poison she gave to James, and if they were to use the entire bottle now, Edgar might drop dead by the end of the night. If only the man wasn't so suspicious of others.
I'd say the shoe fits,
Edgar replied. He would have to join the Foolish Club to accept any sort of food or drink after he had just revealed one of her secrets.
I remember the way to Alessandra's room. Do you know a young girl by the name of Sally? Alessandra is requesting her presence.
Sally? She is the personal maid Desmond recently gave to Alessandra. She is quite new to this kind of work, so it would be better if you let her stay with us and hire someone else to serve Alessandra, said Katrina.
Baroness, when you tell me not to do something, it makes me want to do it even more. Tell the girl to pack her things. I will judge if she is good enough to serve my wife, and if she is not, I will send her back to you. Please hurry, Baroness. My body is starting to itch,
said Edgar. He was starting to believe he was allergic to the house. Excuse me for a moment, Katrina replied, turning around to tell James to bring Sally. But first, she needed to have a chat with the young girl.
Finally. It feels like I have gotten rid of a tick. What a boring house.
Edgar commented as he looked around while he walked to Alessandra's old room.
Edgar could not wait anymore in this house. He could feel the toxicity. Katrina left Edgar's company to make sure she manipulates Sally before Sally meets Edgar. What exactly did Katrina plan to say to Sally? Would Sally agree to go with Edgar? And what was Edgar's true motive for wanting Sally to serve his wife?
Hey, I'm Alessandra. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Duke's Masked Bride.
Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.